But y'all, I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit bribery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit not having no snacks, the bullshit not having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit hot water, the bullshit what's that shit called that be coming down? The bullshit animals, it's scorpions outside the house, it's big ass spiders, it's big ass lizards.
Hello family, I saw a video today of a black American sister who went to Africa, and after a few weeks or months, or I don't know, she decided, you know what, I'm gonna go back to America. I fled to America to escape the racism, the discrimination and everything, but I wanna go back to America. But that's not the reason. The issue is the way she described her experience. Man, it was wild. It was so wild. You know, she said Africa is bullshit. There's no food, no electricity, scary animals everywhere, scorpions outside the house. You know, even said she felt safer in America. She's better off in America, better, you know, walking in the midst of the races and everything. So that's what we're going to talk today. So we are going to break it down for you all. Let's talk facts, feelings, and the truth, okay? But before we talk that, let's watch this clip of her talking about her experience in Africa and how she just want to move out and go back. And then we come back here and react.
We came out here to build Africa. I closed all my businesses down. And of course, I could have stayed in that colonized United States of America and dealt with they bullshit. And I'm very in tune. I'm very in tune with the universe. I'm very in tune with my ancestors. I heard the calling and I came. I talk to my ancestors every day, but that don't mean I don't go through shit. Ain't no angels and no flying butterflies and rainbows around here. We all go through shit. At the end of the day, I don't like the circumstances that we're in. It's not that I can't help it. I have money. I can move, go wherever I want to go. And it wasn't that I was complaining about the fact that I was paying $100 a month. A day. I was complaining because it doesn't make no sense that the prices are so outrageous out here when you living in conditions like this. So let's be honest and let's keep it real. Nobody wants to live like this. They shouldn't even be living like this. I want to take half of Africa back to America because they can see how real living is. Because this shit is pathetic. So at the end of the day, for everybody who say I was complaining, I wasn't complaining. I was telling it just like it is. But y'all, I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit bribery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit not having no snacks, the bullshit not having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit hot water, the bullshit what's that shit called that be coming down? The bullshit animals, it's scorpions outside the house, it's big ass spiders, it's big ass lizards, colorful lizards you ain't never seen before, all in the fucking room with you, sleeping with you. All the bullshit people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich. So they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this shit. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below. Because for me, I'm ready to go. And I always used to say, if it's up to me, it will be. And I'm going to go out to Africa and make shit happen. No, I don't want to. I want to take my businesses back to America. I want to open up shop back in America, open up my dentist office, and all the stuff that I was going to do out here in America. Steady electricity. And the only time our electricity get cut off is when we don't pay the bill. And we got it so good now, we got prepaid electricity. So if we forget to pay the bill, we put some money on that prepaid thing, and it comes right back on in 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes. This shit right here didn't come on for 14 hours yesterday. I can't deal. I love the people. Don't get me wrong. When I'm outside, I'm having fun. I love the people. But when I come back to reality, when you come back home home is where the heart is, right? When you come back home, you're supposed to feel comfortable, you're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy. To live in a house where you look outside and all you see is turkeys and ducks and chickens and sheeps and old malnourished cows.
Y'all be chewing me up about my takes and my opinions, but I'm gonna give them anyways. But you seen this one about this young lady. She's born and raised in America, but she decided to move to Africa, and she's on here complaining. She's saying that there's no snacks. She said that she was gonna open up a dentist office, and she doesn't look like a dentist. She doesn't look like she went to dental school or anything like that. So I don't know how that works. But anyway, she said she's tired of seeing malnourished cows. Oh, sorry. I thought that was funny. That was funny. And she's like, she's tired of seeing chickens and stuff like that. Well, I'm from South Florida. We have chickens in our backyard. But this is my opinion on it. It's something about, I don't like when immigrants come to America and complain about the United States. And I guess it's rubbing me the wrong way too, hearing her talk badly about Africa while she's over there. Because why didn't you do your research? Like, because even I've been researching it because I feel as if that I want to move from America and move somewhere. And I know that the electricity cuts on and off in Africa. And I've never been. I want to go and I want to visit, but I've never been. But I know that. And I know how that will affect me. So I'm thinking about these things. And I just want to know, like, what research did you do? Did you go over there and stay for an extended period of time to figure out if you actually liked staying there full time, or possibly you just needed to purchase something over there and then travel and stay for a couple of weeks at a time or a month at a time and then come back? It's something about you going to a different country and then down in the country that you're in that doesn't sit well with me. I can't stand it when immigrants do it to us, and I guess I don't like it the other way around either. What y'all think?
There's a lot I want to say. There's a lot to quote unquote unpack here, as the cool kids say. Let me start from the top. First of all, it's Ghana. It's Ghana. It's not America. It's Ghana. If you lived in the USA your whole life and you've not experienced anything else, no other country, you've not really seen poverty. The poverty in Ghana is 100% real. So, of course, you're going to have scammers. You're going to have bribery. You're going to have those that think you got money. I mean, look, okay, we all got a pair of eyes now. I ain't trying to be mean, but we see you got a few pounds on you, so you can go get food and things of this nature. When you're poor in other countries, it's impossible to be your size. See, that's that real poverty that you don't understand. Living in America got you spoiled. All the creature comforts, everything, the electricity come right back on and never goes out unless you get some kind of catastrophic storm. And even in that case, it comes back on pretty quickly. See, you're not used to dealing with harsher conditions, a condition of a country that's not first world at all. Of course, you got places in Ghana where they got money, people doing well, just like anywhere else. But when they're not doing well, they're doing really, 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 really bad. And you just plopping yourself in there as a foreigner. You think because you're black that makes a difference? Listen, you as a black American might as well be a white person. Actually, it's kind of like not even the same, because they think the whites got money, the Chinese got money. Maybe you got a little bit of money, but not as much as them. Either way it goes, they see you as an opportunity. They don't really see you as one of them. There's internal issues in African nations, different groups, the class divide, tribal issues. So if they're not 100% on the same page in a place like Ghana, how are you going to come there and just have a beautiful time? It doesn't really make any sense. So like I said, before you go somewhere.
The truth of the matter is, I felt my safest self. And safe is relative, but I mean safe to be my authentic self, safe to express myself in the way that I really desire to express myself. That feeling of safeness, I've only felt outside of the United States. And me living in Mexico as an African American woman, I've never felt discrimination from the Mexican people. When I have felt discrimination, it's been from Americans. Let that sink in.
So I recently got a job, and I got a job for a specific reason: to leave. I'm getting out of here. Like, the only reason I wanted this job is because I'm like, I could save money because I could pay weekly. I was like, okay, I can get a check and literally save. I don't need anything. And it took me a while to realize that. I was like, I really don't need nothing right now.
All right, you guys. So I'm sitting here driving, and I'm sitting here thinking about the current state of America. And I think it's time for us to get real about the fact that we may need to find refuge in another country. So I will be booking consultations again. We'll open in my books for consultations again. Are you interested in learning more about traveling to the continent, or moving to the continent? Because you guys, if you are Black living in America, it is time for you to get your passport. It is time for you to look outside of the country for a place that you may be able to travel to get away from what's going on. I know a lot of people think that that sounds extreme, but it's really not too far stretched. This guy is doing crazy things in the office. We knew that he was going to do everything he said he was going to do, but people didn't believe him, and now he's doing exactly that. And he's wasting no time. So you don't need to waste any time with making a plan, all right? It's better to plan than to fail.
At this moment, it is T-minus 30 hours and 38 minutes until I leave the United States. I'm in such a good mood.
She's ready to go, and she's asking, how do Black Americans come here to Africa and they are so happy? She ain't feeling safe here. She ain't happy, and I have understood her, because let us be real, not everyone will embrace, or not everyone will vary with the change, or will embrace the change that comes when you are migrating. So even us who want to go to, or to other countries, or even the people who want to go to America, you know, some of them, they find it difficult to live there. And being in Africa, from the stories you have heard, my lady, and everything, because you have told us you listen to the ancestors and you talk to ancestors every day, that means that our ancestors are living here in Africa. And if you talk to them every day, if you listen to them to come here, that means the ancestors already prepared you to face off of anything that will come on the way. The ancestors have already prepared you of the bullshit electricity, the bullshit water, the bullshit no food, the bullshit scorpions. The ancestors might have, or has to be always prepared you for this. But if you are not prepared, if you get the bullshit electricity, not for you, if you get the bullshit scorpions or animals, not for you, that means you did not listen to the ancestors. The ancestors you listened, maybe were those ancestors who sold our Black people to America. Maybe, I'm just saying. But the real ancestors of Africa will make you embrace the soil of Africa, will make you understand each and every part of Africa, and will make you enjoy each and every stay you are here in Africa, even if you are staying in the bushes. If the ancestors are talking to you, you're gonna enjoy that. You get me? First off, I'll say this. Everybody has a right to share their experience. Everyone has a right to share. And the fact that you are a Black American does not mean you have to accept with everything that is in Africa. Does not mean you have to make sure that your experience is good. No. Most of people, Black Americans, come here and they have the bad experience coming and everything. But these things are everywhere. Even in the United States of America, we have all these things. We have scams. We have, So everyone has a right to share the experience. But when you are speaking on a whole continent with 54 countries, hundreds of cities, millions of educated, happy, thriving people, and you reduce it to a stereotype, that's a problem. You are talking about a continent with 54 states. You cannot tell me you lived on those both 54 states. You can't tell me you lived on those both 100 or millions of cities. You cannot tell me You visited all of the cities in the African continent. Did you come to Nairobi, Dar es Salaam, Kigali, Dakar, or Ouagadougou? Where were you first? It depends. It depends where were you living. And this is the stereotype that we are talking about. Reducing Africa to a little tiny country. Reducing the continent to a little tiny island. That's what we are talking about. It's not that she didn't like it. It's how she trashed it. It's how you trash it, madam. It's not how you didn't like it. Everyone has a reason to like or not like. Everyone has the right to like or not like. But how you trashed Africa, there's a difference between critic and disrespect. For me, I saw this as a disrespect. Yes, we may have all these things. Power outrage, lack of food, no quality roads, no quality education, no quality, but it's not everywhere. We have a lot of cities in Africa. We have Khartoum. We have Addis Ababa. We have where? Johannesburg. And we have cities that are good for you. You can enjoy it. So, the way you trashed Africa, the continent at large, the stereotype, that was bad. But I understand your feelings and your experience in Africa. Yeah, even us who are living in Africa, we are facing off that, but we are with the ancestors. The ancestors are telling us, live here, continue living here. Now, let's break it down like this. Come on, sis. You talked about food. Africa has some of the most diverse, rich, organic food culture in the world. From jollof rice in Nigeria, ugali in Kenya, injera in Ethiopia, Eritrea, we have matoke in Uganda. So what exactly did you eat? Or maybe I didn't listen you well. Maybe I didn't heard that part well, because I've heard you saying bullshit, no food. What did you eat or not eat? Did you taste ugali in Kenya and nyama choma? When you talk about electricity, sure, it's very true. Some places experience outrage, just like rural areas in the US too. But that does not mean it's everywhere in Africa, the continent, But did you stay in the village with no infrastructure, or in the city like Nairobi, Accra, or Johannesburg? Let's keep it real. Where were you first? Where were you to trash, to say bullshit, no electricity? Which area were you? In the village? Or which city were you? We want to know. I want to know. You said about scary animals. This one got me. It was one that got me. Oh my, God damn it. Like, sis, were you staying in Safari Lodge? Or where were you staying? Because most of Africans got the whole lives without seeing a lion unless it's in the zoo. I've lived for many times without seeing a scorpion. I've never seen a scorpion. I only see scorpion on television, sister. So don't let national geographic fool you. Or maybe you lived in a safari lodge. Maybe. Because I don't get. When you talk about scary animals, I don't get. I've never seen a lion unless I go to the zoo. A monkey unless I go to the zoo. I only see domestic animals. It's everywhere, even in America. So where did you stay? That's one of the questions I'm asking myself. You say you are feeling unsafe here. It's better you be in America. Yes, some area in has issues. You can see. That's true. Everywhere in the world, some areas have issues. Here in Africa, you're complaining in where you stayed, you feel unsafe. So in Chicago too. So does LA. So does DC. Safety depends on where you are, who you are with, and how you move. Okay? So that it really shocked me how you trash everything, like you are in every place in Africa. Let's also talk about the culture shock. Many people go to Africa expecting it to be a bed of roses like the West, or to be like the West. But Africa has its own rhythms, systems, and traditionals. You can't go there expecting Target, Uber, Wi-Fi, everything. Okay, we have Wi-Fi, so we have Uber, we have our own, but you can't expect it to be like the West, 24/7. Like, we have Wi-Fi. Right now, I'm using Wi-Fi, as you can see. I'm using Wi-Fi. But maybe it's not that fast as it is in the West. Maybe it's not that 24/7. Maybe the eatery place the Target is not here 24/7. So that's not how it works here, And that's part of the experience. You learn, you adapt, you grow. Adapting, staying in Africa is talking to the ancestors. When you talk to the ancestors, you will adapt. But you didn't talk to the ancestors, you can't adapt that. So you lie to me, or you lie to us, you talk to the ancestors. Yeah? The ancestors will not make you trash the continent, the whole continent. So when a black person talks down on Africa publicly, it gives fuel on white supremacy and colonial-minded folks who already look down on the continent, and they will go ahead and say, you see, even them people don't want that continent. So talking like this openly, publicly, sharing this or trashing this, it's fueling some thoughts to the white supremacy. So you might think you are sharing the truth, but you are also shaping how others view millions of people, and that's heavy. You may think you are sharing your view, but you are denying some people access to come to Africa. You may think you are sharing your view, but you are giving some white colonialists a better move, a chance to move, a chance to continue their rhetoric and their media misinterpretation and stereotypes. Okay? Yes, Africa has problems, corruption, poverty, infrastructure issues. We cannot deny that. And these are real, but they don't define the whole continent. They don't. So let's not act like Africa is a perfect either. Okay? Still doesn't have clean water. Black folks still get gunned down, mass shooting every week. No, we don't have that. No. Nah, you can't. Because when you talk about black folks still going gunned down, you better be with that. No. So to my people thinking of moving to Africa, do your research. Yeah, just do your research. Go with an open mind. Don't expect America in Africa. And to those already here, share your real stories, the good and bad one, but with respect. That's what I can say, with respect. But before you move here, share. Do your research. Do your real research. We need to have this conversation. Africa isn't just a vacation spot. It's a living, breathing land with millions of people, real beauty, and real struggles. It's not a vacation spot. I'm sorry if I'm talking bad. I'm sorry if I'm getting, you think I'm getting rude. But before you call it bullshit, ask yourself, were you prepared, or were you, what were you expecting, But underline this, Africa is not a vacation spot. It's not. Tell me what you think on the comment section about that video. It got me, the part of scary animals. Yo, until next episode, peace out.